the ABC Harmonic Pattern Indicator, FIR, which is offered for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on your chart. Traders can also read this page to learn about how the indicator works and its functionality. From the Navigator section, we select the indicator file and run the indicator by dragging the file onto the chart. Once the indicator is placed on the chart, it starts identifying and drawing the ABC harmonic pattern on the price chart. Traders who are looking to identify this pattern on the chart can use the ABC Harmonic Pattern Indicator to find potential or price reversal zones or points. They can identify these areas and enter buy or sell trades in yuan the market. In the Settings section, under the Input tab, there are options available for us. In the first part, we can set the minimum wavelength, which here is based on the parameters of the zigzag indicator. The zigzag indicator has three parameters, badetom, and in this section, we can only adjust the first parameter of the zigzag indicator, while the other two parameters are hard-coded in the calculation section. In the next section, we can set the number of candles to identify and analyze the harmonic conditions of the pivot points, which is set to 100 candles by default. For example, from point D to identify point C, the indicator goes back 100 candles, and if it detects the Fibonacci ratio for point C, it will display it among those 100 candles. Again, from point C, it goes back 100 candles looking to identify point D, and from point D to A, it moves in the same way, forming the harmonic pattern. In the next section, we can enable or disable the display of the harmonic pattern lines. In the next section, we can enable or disable the break pivot, which is disabled by default. If we set this option to true, it will also display, for example, harmonic patterns that have experienced a breakout. For example, in this section, the harmonic pattern hasn't formed for us because of the filter we've set below. Here, we can adjust the breakout ratio of the harmonic pattern's pivot and its distance from the broken pivot in this section, which is set to 50 pips by default. If I set this option to true, it will identify the harmonic pattern for me here. And at point B, we can see that the price has moved upward and broken point B to the upside. In the filter we defined for it, the maximum breakout allowed for displaying this pattern is 50 pips, but as we can see, this value is much more than 50 pips here. That's why if we set this option to false and apply a filter for it below, the pattern will not be displayed. But if we set the option to true, it will identify and display all patterns for us, even those that have breakouts. In the next section, there is the shift option, which is set to 2 by default. This means that after the D-point candle closes, it moves forward by 2 candles and then it checks the harmonic pattern. If I set this option to 0, it will check the pattern for us as soon as the candle closes. So traders can use the shift option as a confirmation for identifying the harmonic pattern. In the next section, we can enable or disable the display of bullish and bearish harmonic patterns. In the following section, we can set the drawing style of the harmonic pattern, where 5 options are available: solid, dash, dot, and dash, dot. In the next section, we can adjust the thickness of the lines used to draw the harmonic pattern. If we set this value higher than 1, the indicator will automatically display the harmonic pattern lines as solid. Only when the value is set to 1 will the other style options be available and shown to us. In the final section, we can also change the color of the bearish harmonic patterns, the color of the bullish harmonic pattern, and finally, the color of the harmonic pattern labels to any color we like. Just make sure to keep in mind that in the MetaTrader 5 platform, the first two options are different for us and for calculating. The second option, it uses pivots instead of candles. For example, in the MetaTrader 4 platform, in this section, we have 100 candles set, which means it goes back 100 candles from point D and looks for identifying point C. But if we are using the MetaTrader 5 platform and set the value to 10 here, the indicator will move back 10 pivots from point D and will look for identifying points C, B, and A among the pivots on the price chart. Also, be sure to keep in mind that when setting the values for the first and second options, you should choose moderate values for them. The larger these values are, the larger the harmonic patterns that will be detected and displayed, and the indicator will show us all broader ratios. Well, friends, we've reached the end of this indicator tutorial. I'd be glad if you share your comments and suggestions with us in the comments section.